So let's go over the most important, I think, tool in your tool bag is going to be your beef stew meat. It's a great way to introduce yourself with your canine and develop that working relationship. Now, how do we use that beef stew meat? So when it comes time to train, we want our dog to be incredibly hungry. Therefore, they're going to be motivated to perform the tasks that we ask to be rewarded with that beef stew meat. So now let's get into like kind of my bag of tricks to see what kind of a toy we want to bring into our training bag. Ball is a great toy. A ball on rope is a great toy to interact with the dog and to see what level of excitation you can create. Any type of a tug, they might not like a ball. The ball level might be low. A good tug toy. Hose from a fire hose is always fun to tug with. Creates a lot of great stimulation. Anything that we can tube, anything you can get the dog to jump on and we can play a fighting tug game or have the dog retrieve something. Great toys to always have in your bag. So at the end of the day, the two biggest pieces that I'm going to look to have in my training bag are going to be this ball, very effective, and probably this jute tug. I can do a lot with this jute tug. I can do a lot with that ball. These are probably going to be the two biggest things that I'm going to have in my training bag, must have. Now, depending on your dog's temperament and the training method selected will dictate your next tool. So I have a choleric dog. I'm going to need to use the contrastive method or the mechanical method. You guys are going to need to have a chain. I prefer a thin link chain. We don't want a pincher. We don't want anything that's invasive. This is going to be invasive enough, but when you're working with the choleric canine, melancholic, or even Sangui, using this tool in the contrastive method and using this tool mechanically is not going to affect your dog. We don't use this to choke the dog. We don't use this to harm the dog. What we're trying to create is we're trying to create a sound with the chain. When we pull, the dog hears the sound of the chain. Contrastive method, you're going to find out how we use it with the beef stew meat while using the chain. Mechanical is just going to be the chain only. But what we're looking for, guys, is we're looking more for the sound that the chain will create as we're imprinting the conditional reflexes with our dog.